Today we're looking at some of the items we're selling right this very second that are making us an insane amount of money. Hey, it's Don. Today we're going to look at some of the items we've been selling right this very minute. What's making us so much money right now? Last month was our busiest month we have ever had on eBay or anywhere on any of the platforms we have been on. It just whomped the month before, almost double in sales. Let's look at some of those crazy items we've been selling. Many of those who have watched my channel for any length of time know I do have a lot of records and inventory. I do sell a lot. I've bought massive bulk quantities. This is one of those quarter or less purchases. Doesn't look like much. Most people will assume just by the looks with the writing on it that they'll downgrade it immediately. I got 30 bucks out of this one, and I got pennies into it, so I can't complain at all. I'll get a whole bunch like that. A few of them will usually pay for the entire purchase, and then I'm left with these sorts of sales that continuously happen over any length of time that I have them up. Tobacco cards as well, another area I do play in very heavily. Anytime I see any massive collections, I will try and snag them up. Now, these are leftovers. This is some junk leftover-wise, and it's real photo, real picture tobacco cards from the Kinney company, Kinney Tobacco. Very well-known company for decades on decades. So this one did sell for the full price, $34.50. Very happy. I've got nothing into this. This is leftovers from a whole bunch that I bought. I sold all the good ones for a ton of money. We made a bunch of profit, and then we've been selling the leftovers here and there whenever somebody snags one up. Now, I talk about advertising pieces all the time. Advertising pieces make us a ton of money. Every one doesn't sell for a fortune, but I pay almost nothing for them. This one was $1. I did get $17.50 back. It's a thermometer with a built-on metal case, so it can't be damaged. It's an early piece, as you can see by the date. A glue company. May have been something that was used that you would have changed on around your neck to measure temperature or something like that. Some of the glues back in the turn of the century you may have heated up to make more effective or to be able to use. So excellent item here. Now, paper-wise, I just grab any of it I can get that's good material. Handbills are something that I always nab up. Now, on this one here, this is from a very unique thing, Governor of America Samoa, and this is basically the leading, highest-ranking official from the U.S. government that would have been in there, and this is for his inauguration in 1925. Now, I had a bunch of these. There's still 2 or 3 more of basically this identical same thing up. I was able to acquire a collection from somebody who was actually there. I picked up a whole mess of stuff in this purchase here. It was paid for the very first day I listed anything from it. Now, I've sold many of these since then, and I still have more to sell. I took 60 bucks on this one. It's been up for a little while. It's a unique item. It'll take the right type of person who really cares about the governor of the America Samoa Islands. So I'm fine with 60 bucks. Again, I've got nothing into this. All it's going to cost me is the 13% final value fee. It's just free money that comes in all of the time. Now, in one of our videos, I think from last year, mid-last year, we purchased a whole bunch, a ton of NOS shirts. Nothing really super fancy, but we've been selling these ever since. We sold a bunch the day we first listed them, got all of our money back, and then we sell them fairly regularly, 1 or 2 a month on average. So it's an extra 30, 60 bucks, 70 bucks, depending on where the offers lie in this one. I took it. I have nothing into this. I'm trying to phase out all the clothing. I'm not going to just throw the stuff that I know will sell out. It's sealed. It's all in the package, so I don't have much of a risk. Labels of any type I snag up in mass quantity. I will buy an entire estate's worth of their paper. I will buy from major collectors, whether they're in my state or somewhere else, and I will snag these up. This one, we got 25 plus shipping, I do believe, on this one, so I can't complain. I have pennies into any one of these. Like this one here, it's already been paid for, probably 10 times over with the purchase that I got. I listed a few items right away. I got all of my money back. This is just fodder. This is one of those sales. Who cares how long it's up? I list it, I forget about it, and it sells. It's money constantly coming in every single day if you've got enough quantity up. That's how I play the game. There's many ways to play the eBay reselling game, but this is how I do it. More labels. This is an address label for a package. Something very fancy, but it's for just a normal everyday use for someone who stayed in the Hotel New Yorker. Now, I got 20 bucks out of it. I have nothing into this whatsoever. Again, I sold some of these the day I listed them. That's my ploy to get all my money back, and so if it sits in my store, I have no overhead into it. It doesn't cost me any extra to list with the store level I have. I have the ability to list 75,000 listings for free in each anchor store. So at that point, I'm not going to run out of space anytime soon. So if something sits up there for a year or two, who cares? It takes up no space whatsoever. In one little bin, I can fit 1,000 of these in a small, tiny space. Now, vintage jewelry I sell a ton of. Now, many people will pass on the screwbacks because there's not a lot of people that wear screwback earrings like this. But if someone knows how to fix it or swap it over, you will see them sold. There's a lot of people who do still like these in the Victorian era or steampunk and things like that. These are designed to look like oranges. They're glass, probably hand-blown. I sold them for 20 bucks. I have literally a penny or two into these. It was bought in a big bulk junk lot of just old junk jewelry, and I pulled out tons of stuff that I've been able to make a lot of money out of. Back to records for just a second here. Most things tied to the records I will have a good look at. These sorts of things may take a little while to sell, this 45 rack here, but I have always sold them. Always. I don't care if it sits for a year and a half or whatever the case may be. I have $1 into this. One single dollar cost me nothing to list it. So once it's listed, all of my investment is already there. So I just let it run until it sells. 45 bucks is literally what I sold it for, plus shipping. They paid for full shipping, the whole works on this one here. So excellent item here. It's in good condition though. Don't buy these if they're rusted out or ratted out. The brass ones are what you really want because they can be cleaned up and brought back to almost new. Now, brass buckles is another area that I mess with quite heavily. Now, I haven't bought a huge lot in a little while now. This one came from a big lot I bought. I bought a whole bunch. Average price was $1 to $3 a piece on what I had to spend to buy these. This one's one of the dollar ones. I sold it for 25 bucks plus shipping, so basically I got 30 bucks back out of it. Again, I have nothing into this. There were a couple belt buckles in this purchase that were military, including a Mills buckle, and that Mills buckle paid for the entire purchase the very same day that I listed it. And then all this is just, again, gravy. Pretty much what I'm showing you is stuff that's already been paid for across the board. This is a typical day of items that have been sold. Now, I've sold many more than this. This is just an example to kind of give you an idea. Again, most of these items have been up for a while, but it's the amount that I have up, the fact that they routinely sell, is what rolls in the revenue for us. Now, comic books as well, I do play heavily in. I've bought 2 fairly large assortments and collections in the last month and a half. Some very fine, going back to the Golden Age era. These are some of the leftovers from some of the other purchases. I have sold the high dollar ones, the good ones, or I've graded them and then sold the graded ones. And then I have some of these left. These are ones that I have a nickel, a quarter, maybe at most into, but these are already paid for again because I sold the top dollar ones out of a big mass purchase from, I think, 7 or so months ago, 8 months ago, and this is just leftover. These 6 comic books, and again, there's 6 of them, nothing spectacular, nothing super scarce or anything like that. This is typical fodder for what I find out in the wild. I sold it for 45 bucks. So again, I've got nothing into it, and even if I didn't sell any from this lot, it's a quarter in each one, so I've got $1.50 max if I want to judge it by that standpoint. So 45 buck return, plus they paid for shipping on it. Now, photos, another area that I mess with very heavily. I buy them by the thousands. 8x10 factory image photos and things like that. Mostly military, movie related, and things along that line. Those do far better than any of the other ones you can get out there. These are legal advertising pieces, so they're promotional items. They're open to the public and the whole works. This one here sold for 25 bucks. Again, I've been selling these forever. It's all profit again. I have nothing into this. We've made probably 10, 12,000 off the purchase this came from here. We sold a whole bunch at full price, $57.50, the week they went up. And I mean thousands of dollars in that very first week I listed them. Again, I never can go wrong with these as long as I'm buying legit, honest pieces. Even in the condition sometimes, if the condition isn't super, but the real photos, the rare imagery and things like this, I still do extremely well, as this is a perfect example. And still yet another area that I am heavily invested in, we did $8,500 in just shirt uniform buttons last month alone. $8,500 was the end result on what we sold last month. And just buttons, just shirt buttons. Sold some into the hundreds of dollars. I sold some for almost $400, quite a few actually. And we sold a ton in the $100 range plus. Now I took $125 on this one here. I've got a few more of them. The person who bought this also bought quite a few other buttons. So it was a big package deal basically on it. So overall, I did extremely well on these. For these buttons too, at this point, I've got nothing into these specific buttons at all. They've been paid over and over and over and over and over again with the massive amount that we sold. Again, $8,500 in just buttons like this. Now here's another one. With shipping, I got $120 out of this one. It went to Singapore through eBay's international shipping option for around $14, I want to say. Very happy with the sale. I do have a few others of these, I do believe, at this point as well. For those in Patreon, you know where I stand on these items. You know how much money we're getting in from them, how much I spent as well. Here's another interesting one. This one went out to an offer to a watcher I sent out for $52.50. That person bought it. It's worn, it's been used, it's an early one, fairly unique. Nice sale as well. Now here's an interesting one here for the ASPCA, the American Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. I sold every one of these that I had up to the same person. So they bought several $100s all at once. This one on its own went for $110 basically, straight on out. So I worked out a deal with them. They bought more. I packaged them up and off they already went. Excellent sale again. And the last one here, those in Patreon, you've already seen this. You've already seen the companion to this. This one did sell for $350. Knowing what something is, and I've talked about this before, knowing what it is and how to research it is very important in this day and age. Knowing who Gilmore's Band is very important to why this sold for that much. I turned down many offers for $40, $50, $60, $70. I didn't care. I wasn't going to budge on this one. It did sell for $350. Its companion sold for close to this as well, and I have more of this same one. This is based on your research, and for those who want to know a little more on research, I do have a link down in the description box to an article that I wrote for E-Commerce Bites. It was just published on the 12th of this month. It is live active right now. E-Commerce Bites is an excellent site. I've used it and talked about it since I've been on YouTube, almost 3 years at this point. So if you want to read my article on their post, I have that link right down below for you as well. But without research, without proper identification, somebody would have probably sold this for $5, $10, $15, or $20 at the best. But anyway, that's what I have for you today. Well, there you have it. Hopefully that gave you some ideas, some thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button down below. You can also hit the bell icon to be notified if I post new content or go live. Subscribe and tell all your friends.
Introducing the G.I. Joe USS Flag aircraft carrier. Imagine being on the deck of this aircraft carrier.
The USS Flag is fantastic! It's so big! All right, man! Launch station! Get ready to launch aircraft! Where's the Admiral? Not here!
G.I. Joe!
Fire! We start Cobra! Go, Joe!
G.I. Joe USS Flag aircraft carrier comes with what you see here. Other figures and equipment sold separately from Hasbro.